Hi and welcome. Today I want to speak about the fact that positive and negative energies, they are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so they are two sides of the same coin. And I'm realizing that sometimes we go through rough moments and we go through emotional patterns. And what I'm realizing is the fact that when a negative emotion is being accepted, we have the power to transform it into love. So, love and hate may be the same energy, just at different degrees. And when you realize this deeper truth, you actually go beyond duality. Okay, you go beyond polarity. You realize that there is actually only one energy. Okay, there is only one energy. And that is the movement of life, that is the movement of the universe. So you realize that when you accept duality, when you accept polarity, you have the power to transform your consciousness in a harmonious way. And what I'm realizing in my own journey is the fact that I don't have to be attached to the negative and I don't have to be attached to the positive. But more likely, we have to find balance. We have to find the consciousness that flows, okay? So when you become the alchemist, you realize that there is also a need for negative energy. Not in the way that you actually harm another, but in a way that you accept yourself unconditionally. And I'm realizing that so many of us, we are being attached to our emotional body and we only want to experience the positive. But again, the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so the positive and the negative energies, they're just two sides of the same coin. And this is the hermetic principle of polarity, which says that there is only one energy, and that is going beyond duality, that is going beyond polarity. So realize that when you are experiencing something negative, you have to realize that in chaos there is great order. You have to realize that when you learn to balance your own energy, when you take care of your own energy, you actually have the power to transform yourself. You have the power to transcend your consciousness into a new state. So if you're feeling negative, you realize that the alchemist also uses negative energy. Okay, you also need to use your negative energy, because you can only get positive when you accept the negative. Okay, so you can only be in the light when you realize that darkness is just another side of light. Okay, so without darkness we cannot see the light. So sometimes we need both energy and we need to alchemize these perspectives. We need to alchemize these energies. So in my own journey, I realized that I was attached to only being positive. And I'm realizing that I was actually losing my authenticity. I was attached to only seek the positive feeling. And what I'm realizing was the fact that I was actually creating more resistance. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying as much as possible to find balance. I'm trying as much as possible to be in a flow state. I'm trying as much as possible to really find the balance between the positive and the negative. Because again, they are two sides of the same coin. So a battery has positive energy and it has negative energy. And if you want a device to work when using a battery, you need both energies. So you need the positive and you need the negative. You need the light and you need the dark. And what I'm realizing is the fact that we don't have to run away from darkness. We don't have to run away from suffering. But instead we must actually embrace it. We must learn to find a deeper connection with what is happening within ourselves. And in this way, we realize that we can actually get to transform this energy into a harmonious state of consciousness. Okay? So yes, the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. And you need both energies. Okay? So again, the alchemist knows that when a negative feeling is being accepted, it actually dissolves into balance. It dissolves into harmony. It dissolves into a flow of consciousness. And when you embrace the fact that things are the same thing, you realize that you cannot actually go wrong, because there is no good or bad. Okay, there is no good or bad. There is only perspectives, relative perspectives. What may be positive for you may be negative for me. and what may be negative for me may be positive for you. So you have to realize that it's all the same thing. The universe is actually one energy. The universe is one energy. And you have to also learn to find alignment. And alignment is about the flow state. Alignment is about higher consciousness. Alignment is about transcending the positive and the negative energies. Okay, it is about going beyond duality. And you don't have to use negative energy to harm the world. This is what I'm realizing in my own journey. That when we go beyond duality, we actually operate more from love. We realize that hate is just a low vibration. We realize that separation doesn't actually exist. And we also get to begin to seek purity and higher consciousness. Okay? So realize that whatever you are experiencing right now, even if it seems chaotic, even if it seems negative, it's still another spectrum of the positive energy. Okay, it is something that gives you the opportunity to transform it into something that goes beyond polarity, beyond duality. And you do this by acceptance. You do this by learning to transform the energy. You do this by letting go of what is no longer serving you. And you do this by alchemizing your state of consciousness. Now, how do we actually alchemize our state of consciousness? Well, I believe that it's strongly attached to acceptance. Okay, if you cannot accept a negative feeling, you actually block it. But when you accept it, you also transform it. So it's all about accepting and loving yourself unconditionally. It's all about learning to make the best out of the worst. And whenever we are out of alignment, we are experiencing the negative. But again, this is just an opportunity to get to experience the aligned state, the balanced state, the state of consciousness that is in alignment and in flow. Okay? So yes, I really resonate with the Hermetic principles, and polarity is one of these principles, and it reminds us that the positive and the negative are just two sides of the same coin. Okay, so get to release the resistance towards the negative. Get to release the resistance towards the negative, and you will see how it will actually transform itself into balance, into power, into higher consciousness. Okay, so realize that you have to learn to really get to evolve, and you can use negative to evolve. Okay, you can use negative to evolve. You can, not use it, but transform it in order to evolve. Okay, so realize that if you're going through rough moments, in your darkest moments, you actually become one with the cosmos. In your darkest moments, you become illuminated. In your darkest moments, you learn what the light is. So realize that sometimes you need the dark in order to experience the light. Sometimes you need a low vibration in order to learn to transform it into a more positive one. Okay, so it's all one energy, but it has poles. Okay, it has degrees, it has opposites, but in essence they are not opposites. They're actually the same energy, just operating at different degrees. Okay, so yes, I'm realizing that there is a need for balance. Okay, there is a need for alchemy. There is a need to alchemize your own inner world. And when you go within, you also start to enjoy negative feelings. You also start to accept negative feelings. When you go within, you realize that there is only one energy, and that is the higher flow of the cosmos. That is the higher flow of the universe and how things are being presented into this reality. There is only one energy, and maybe that is love. Okay, maybe that is love, because hate is just a low vibration of love. Okay, so this is today's message, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're into my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, that is appreciated. And if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level, feel free to contact me at my email address in the description below. I love you so much, guys. Much peace, and see ya.